Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, this short-term bullish divergence for Ethereum is coming to an end as the price runs into important resistance, which I'll talk about later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just giving you a really quick update here on the daily Bitcoin chart, and right now the price oscillators are still looking very neutral on the daily time frame because, for example, the daily Bitcoin RSI is still chopping around sideways while the daily Bitcoin MACD is almost completely flat, showing very low momentum. And so once again, as I've been saying almost every day over the last 1 to 2 weeks, this simply means that we're looking very neutral in the short term, meaning we should not be expecting any significant bullish or bearish trends, and instead we're likely going to see some choppy sideways price action, which is exactly what we've seen over the last 1 to 2 weeks, and we're likely going to see that for a little while longer, at least while these daily Bitcoin price oscillators are still showing very low momentum. And as for support and resistance on this daily chart, these levels have not changed, so we still have this level of resistance at around 27,500 and this area of support in between approximately 24,000 to 25,000. And now if you're zooming into the 8-hour Bitcoin chart, obviously we still have this active bullish divergence, which I talked about in my last video. And obviously since my last video, we have seen some more short-term bullish price action as expected, because basically a bullish divergence means we're due to see reduced bearish momentum, and of course over the last 1 month or so we have seen shorter term bearish momentum. But right now, with this active bullish divergence on the 8-hour Bitcoin chart, once again this means reduced bearish momentum, which means we're due to see either some choppy sideways price action, kind of like what we saw just here, or a slight bullish recovery in the price of Bitcoin, perhaps up towards this area of resistance, which by the way is sitting in between around 27.3k to 27.7k. And as for support here on this 8-hour chart, we still have this area of support where we have seen a perfect bounce from, sitting in between around 26.2k approximately to around 26.6k. So overall, the price of Bitcoin just in the imminent short term is looking neutral to bullish, meaning we're likely going to remain in this sideways price range for a little while longer in between this support and this resistance. But just in the imminent short term, meaning over the next 1 to 2 days or so, we do have a slight bullish bias due to this confirmed bullish divergence and a bounce from support, meaning we could see some slight bullish price action like what we've seen over the last 1 to 2 days, where the price could perhaps return up to this area of resistance. But as I said, I'm not really overly bullish, just neutral to bullish in the short term, because overall this is still in a sideways price range on the 8-hour chart. And of course, we cannot forget about this active bearish price target due to this break to the downside from this symmetrical triangle pattern, also on the 8-hour Bitcoin chart. And so what does it mean to have a bearish price target currently active while I'm also saying the price is neutral to bullish? Well, what that means is in the imminent short term, once again, we could see a bit of a relief from that bearish price action like what we've seen over the last 1 day. But for as long as the price does not confirm a breakout back above around 27.5k, then this price target remains active, meaning just in the shorter term, as in over the next 1 to 2 days or so, we could see a slight relief here, and then perhaps later on, perhaps in around a week from now or a month from now, we could continue on with this break to the downside and eventually hit this active bearish price target. And as always, this bearish price target for this symmetrical triangle pattern will only get invalidated if we once again see a confirmed breakout back above this level at around 27,500. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this is on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, and right now the price is still running into this area of support, sitting in between around 1770 to 1820. And as for the daily Ethereum price oscillators, these are still looking very neutral. Obviously, over the last few days, we have seen a successful bullish cross crossover here in the daily Ethereum MACD. But with that being said, the momentum is still very flat as of right now, meaning I would not be expecting any significant trends or movements here on the daily time frame, and instead I'll be expecting a little bit more choppy sideways price action like I've been saying over the last 1 to 2 weeks or so. And now if you're zooming into the 8-hour ETH to US dollar chart, right now the price of ETH is currently running into this area of resistance, which is sitting in between around 1830 to 1860 approximately. And obviously this comes after a perfect bounce from this level of support at around 1760. And once again, as I've been saying over the last 1 to 2 weeks or so, the price is clearly in this sideways price range, basically chopping around sideways in between support and resistance, meaning when we run into support, we're likely going to see some sort of bounce, and when the price runs into resistance, we're likely going to see some sort of rejection, while the momentum is still very flat, showing no momentum to either direction in terms of the trend. And so this currently means that there is a little bit of downside risk just in the short term due to the price running into resistance after this bounce back to the upside. And this is also because this short-term bullish divergence, which I first spoke about around 3 days ago, is potentially now fading away. It is losing its strength because the 1-hour ETH RSI went into overbought territories, telling us that essentially this bullish divergence has already played its part. Obviously, it's only on a smaller time frame like this 1-hour chart, and typically these smaller patterns and signals on the smaller time frames don't last for very long. They usually last for around a day or so, and clearly this has lasted for around 2 days. But due to the fact that this is potentially now losing its strength in the short term because the RSI on the 1-hour chart went into overbought territories, telling us we're due to see a bit of a cool off at the same time as the price running into resistance on the 8-hour chart. Once again, this all means that we are potentially losing a bit of that short-term bullish strength, and we could be due to see either some neutral price action over the next 1 day or perhaps a bit of a rejection. But obviously this is still all currently occurring within a sideways price range. And if you want to know how to make a lot of money in crypto, even during a choppy sideways price range like this, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money in crypto no matter what direction the price is going using artificial intelligence, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money in crypto with a simple method in a choppy sideways price range. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.